like Highland Park, no fire department. So you might not hear sirens at all, but don't be alarmed if I sound off. Something just ain't right with me, dog.
I can think of a whole lot of things I'd rather be doing than filling my tires with air at 7 in the morning in 20-degree weather. But it's got to be done. A lot of people ask what kind of car I drive also. It's just a 2002 Chevy Trailblazer, so it's about 12 years old now, but I have to say, oh, it's cold. I have to say, I honestly do love it. Alright, so it's around 10:45 a.m. right now, about to make myself a little pre-workout meal. We're gonna make some pancakes and we're gonna try out this multi-purpose mix by Quest. It's like a high protein, either pancake mix or muffins or cake or whatever you're making, but I'll show you the macros in just a second on that. I haven't tried that out yet. They also sent over the chocolate and vanilla milkshake protein powders, but we're gonna be mixing this, since this is high protein and only 1 gram of carb, we're gonna be mixing it with this here Trader Joe's gingerbread pancake mix with crystallized ginger pieces. So this is really good and it will make like a ginger protein pancake. All right, so we're looking at the macros for the gingerbread pancake mix. We got 2.5 fat, 45 carb, and 4 protein. And then right here for this Quest multi-purpose mix, we're looking at, we have 100 calories, 0 grams of fat, 1 gram of carb, and 24 protein. So a mix of them two will give me a good combination of protein and carbs, and I like to keep the fat low pre-workout. So I'm gonna mix this up, make some pancakes. All right, so to achieve that golden brown pancake look, when it starts to bubble, that's when you know it's time to flip it. And there we go. All right, so we are good to go. We're gonna shut that heat. Grab these flapjacks here, throw them on a plate, and we are going to top it off with some of this sugar-free syrup. Pac-Man? Just one of those days where you can't wait to go in there and kill it! Alright, so it's Friday night, 11 p.m. as of recording this voiceover. All the footage was actually shot today, and I'm doing the voiceover tonight so I can get this video posted up by tomorrow, trying to stay current with those uploads. Now, today's training session was a bit different since I have a little bit of a gap until I start the next phase of my program. I'm pretty much just going in there and doing what I want. And I did a push workout today, so hit some bench press and then did a little bit of shoulders and triceps. And as you guys have been watching on the channel, I've been doing a ton of bench pressing, at least 3 days a week, and all of my benching was pause reps. So it felt good to go in today and just do some higher rep touch and go work. I think I did like 185 for 4 sets of 8, and then moved on to what you see here, I believe like 205 for a few sets, and I don't know, I was just going high rep and just wanted to have some fun with it. And then I moved on to this hammer strength wide grip chest press, and you just saw me using the fat grips on there. Just, again, changing things up and just having some fun with training. That's what it's all about. As long as you're making progress and enjoying it, that's what's important. So I can finally say I pressed 3 plates per side, but just not on the barbell. That's a goal of mine. You know, we all want that 3 wheels on the bar, but in time, I'm patient and I'm working towards it. But yeah, like I said, you know, just having fun with this training session today. We did the flat bench press, hit that hammer strength wide grip press, which my chest is already killing me, but something different, felt good. Moved on to some seated dumbbell lateral raises simply because I was trying to keep the form a bit more strict. And I like to think I have pretty solid form on all my exercises, but there are those days where you get so focused and so in the zone that the ego can tend to take over and you might start lifting heavier than you should be and your form starts to break down. So I just decided to sit down, take it slow, and really feel the muscles work. Hit some tricep kickbacks, and then moved into some cable flies, which is something I haven't done in a long time. I've been doing so much bench press work that I haven't really been doing a lot of accessory movements for my chest. So I guess you can consider today more of like a hypertrophy style day, and had a lot of fun with it. So after the cable flies, went ahead and moved on to some V-bar pushdowns to finish off the workout. A little bit more tricep action in there, and by this point, the pump in my arms was insane. As you could tell, it was actually hard for me to completely lock out my triceps because of the amount of blood in in the muscle. But overall, it was a great workout, had a lot of fun with it, and that's pretty much going to end the commentary here. I actually head outside and did some sled pushes, as well as used a sledgehammer on the tire. So did some conditioning workout there, but I'll end the commentary here, let you watch that, and definitely be sure to stick around for the end of the video where I have a really special shout out. So thanks again guys for watching, I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you in a bit. All right, so we're home from the gym in a nice warm house and about to sit down and have myself a little snack. Gonna be eating some of this edamame here. If you guys have never had this before, it's just soybeans and they're in this like little pod. So they're in there. You get these if you go to get sushi, this is a lot of times, they'll give this to you when you first sit down, or you can order it as an appetizer. And this is good because it's very convenient. You just actually put this in a bowl, throw it in the microwave for a few minutes, and they're good to go. These are already fully cooked. And I like to just add some salt to them, and that's pretty much it. So we're gonna munch on that. Really good snack that's, you're looking at a third of this bag, so you get a decent amount per serving, is 5 grams of fat, 8 grams of carbs, and 10 grams of protein, plus 5 grams of fiber. So great snack. If you've never had edamame before, I definitely suggest trying it out, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have had this before. But we're actually gonna eat this, and then we're gonna go watch my boy John, who's going to be on the Ellen show. So we'll talk about that in just a second. All right, so just microwave them for a few minutes, and this is what they look like. They look exactly the same cooked as they do when they're raw, but inside this pod are these little soybeans, and you just eat them. And there's usually about 3 per pod. I like to season them a little bit, so I'm going to just spray them down. So a little bit with this, I can't believe it's not butter spray. And we're gonna hit it with some of this garlic parmesan. This is actually like popcorn seasoning, but it works really well on other stuff too, like vegetables. So we're gonna hit it with that, give them some more flavor. And that's gonna be a little snack while I watch TV. Got the recliner up, got my little edamame here, a little bowl for the shells. And check this out, I'm gonna turn the camera around real quick. If you guys can see the TV, I'm gonna go to the info, and the Ellen show comes on in 2 minutes. When you go to more info, you can see right there, a viral video star discusses his weight loss. All right, so for those of you guys unaware, John runs the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram called Obese to Beast, where he shared his journey of losing over 160 pounds. And he just recently made a video called My Biggest Insecurity and talks about his loose skin and how it's bothered him, but he came out and shared it with the world. And overnight, it went viral. Millions and millions of views. It was picked up by a whole bunch of different websites, People Magazine, everywhere. It was everywhere you were looking, all over Facebook. Even Ashton Kutcher made a Facebook post about his video. So much deserved success for him. And, you know, it's just awesome to see someone in the YouTube community get that kind of recognition for all their hard work. So John was invited onto the Ellen show yesterday, and it's airing today. So we're going to watch that right now. If you're not subscribed to John, make sure to check him out. I'll link his channel on the screen for you right now. He does just what we do, shares his vlog, shares his life, his eating, his training, and all of that good stuff. So I think he's coming on right now. Let's watch him.
I should show you guys me unplugged. So let's just do this. So
Yeah, buddy. Hell yeah.
So it just clicked right there at that moment, and I decided that moment that would make the change, and it's been 2 years since then. So.
Alright, so you could probably catch a lot more of this footage on John's channel. I'll have it linked in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. But I'm going to end the video off with a quick message to you, John, because I know you're watching this video, man. I just want to say I'm damn proud of everything that you've done so far. Not only the 160-pound weight loss transformation, which I know how much hard work and effort that takes, but even more so than that, the fact that you took your biggest insecurity and shared it with people around the world, that is not easy to do, man. And just props to you for doing that, because you have now inspired millions of people. And you know, you instilled a belief in these people that just maybe never thought it was possible to make this transformation and be comfortable in their own skin. So awesome work with that. Your attitude and positivity is going to take you very far. So, you know, much deserved recognition that you're getting, and I'm just looking forward to seeing where this takes you in the future, dude. So keep up the great work. I'm proud of you, and that's it, guys. So thanks as always for watching. I appreciate it. Until next time, guys, we'll see you all in the next video.